Hi guys, we love you. More information coming out on the Chris Watts and the mistress. Now let's just start with the last week that Chris Watts went to North Carolina to be with Shanann and the kids, or whatever reason he went there for. I just don't understand why he ever did, but he went there. Shanann tells him not to drive the Lexus to the airport because there's a storm coming and she doesn't want her car smashed up from the hail. Yeah, I can understand that part. I lived in South Dakota. We had big hails that smashed your car up. But anyway, Chris did not listen to her, and he drove that Lexus to the airport. And when he got to North Carolina, they had an argument about it right off the bat. She told him not to do it, but he didn't listen to her. She told him to get a taxi to the airport, a Uber, or something like that. And she was crazy mad about it. Like, I guess it's her car, and, you know, he has to listen to her. She doesn't want her car smashed up. But I don't know who's paying for this car and the insurance and the upkeep of it. I guess they both are. But anyway, this mistress, Nicole, 9 months before, 2017, September, this Nicole, the mistress, had Googled Shanann, Googled her in 2017. Now, as Nicole didn't know Chris, she said that he came into the office in June or something like that, because it had been 8 weeks since she said she had been seeing him altogether. That's when she met him. He walked into the office. But I can't understand that part because, Chris Watts goes to that office plenty of times. He has to. She has to. He has to go there for one reason or another. So that's a fat lie to me. Nicole had checked Shanann out. She also was in her Facebook. So she really knew Chris a long time before. In fact, she states that she didn't know him until he came in that office that day. So she stalks Shanann. She stalks her on Facebook. Now, this is my opinion. She had an obsession with this Chris Watts. Whether Chris Watts knew it or not at that time. Nicole seemed to know a lot about Chris Watts and Shanann. Nicole started changing her appearance. Oh yeah. She was obsessed and wanted Chris Watts. I just call her a homewrecker. She wants a man and she wants him. Sounds like a stalker to me. Chris Watts and Shannon's parents did not get on. This has become very clear from the get-go. Shannon's outburst about the peanut allergy to Chris Watts' mother, I think Shannon, with her marriage problems and pending divorce and separation, Shannon was clearly upset about all that. And this peanut allergy just has set her off, and she let rip into the mother and stated a big FU. Shanann gave Chris Watts' mother a big shout out on Facebook. The big FU, and apparently told Chris's mother that my kids will never set foot in your home again. Ever again. Oh, yeah. Now, I think this could have been another trigger. It's all starting to mount up on both sides. So, apparently, Chris had a conversation with his parents, his mother, about the situation. And I don't really know what Chris Watts said to his mother, what his mother said to him. But it's obviously upset both of them, because I don't think she should have gone as far as saying these kids are never set foot in this house again. Because you know why? Then Chris might have said to her, if my kids can't set foot in my mother's house, my kids ain't gonna set foot in your mother and father's house again. How about that one? Oh yeah. Apparently, this divorce situation and this mistress situation, Shannon knew well before the North Carolina trip that something was going on, because she had already told her friend, the other Nicole, that her husband doesn't touch her anymore. He's not as loving as he was. He's not attentive to the kids like he used to be. And Shanann probably told her mother all about it, and obviously she was talking in the salon, her mother's salon, about a divorce. But she told her neighbor, the ones that were on TV, the one that Chris Watts stayed at their house that night, she had spoken to her about she doesn't think her husband's having an affair because Chris don't have no game. So this is telling me that Shanann had been thinking about, and they've had problems way before she went to North Carolina. He has no game. So Chris Watts was changing. Yeah, he was changing, all right. But who was causing him to start changing? Was this way before the mistress? Or had they really known each other that long? Like over a year? But if that is true, why have another baby? Why, you got problems in your marriage. One thing is, a baby is not going to fix nothing. It's not. Now, the answer to that is kiss and make up. And she got pregnant. But you know what? If Chris don't want her, but he's sure having sex with her, what did he want to do? Keep her barefoot and pregnant? And anyway, why did Shannon agree to put her life in danger and have another baby? Because she knows what her health issues are. I don't know. I don't know why she agreed to that. I mean, you got to be crazy to have another baby when your marriage ain't right. So who knows what was in their heads. We all say, most people say, a lot of people say, Shannon is being emotional, hurt. She was hurting. And she was, getting worried about he's gonna leave me and I'm gonna be left with the baby and more expense, that kind of stress going on. And she didn't want to lose the baby. She don't want all this stress, maybe. She had a lot of worries. And she was really being verbal about it, too. I think she told a lot of people how she felt. And who knows what that conversation with his mother was about. She probably gave her a mouthful as well. But you know what? Chris was being an emotional. He's emotional too, and he's starting to close down. Oh, yeah. He's starting to back off. He's climbing up. He's shutting down. There's the first sign there. Anyway, Nicole, the mistress, well, Shanann was away, I guess. I have a free stay at the Holiday Inn. Not sure if you can swing it this month. Get away from his job or whatever that might be. Or we could go to the mountains for a few days or two. Won't cost you nothing. Laughs out loud. I'm not sure who's saying this. It won't bother me. It's not going to stop me seeing you. I have made up my mind. Are we bad people? Who said that? I'm not sure. I think it was Nicole that said that. Are we bad people? I am dedicated to you. Loyalty. I don't play games. Unless it's role playing. If you want, I will be there. I will be there. Like, is that going to his house? Or he going to her house? We'll have ice cream and lollipops. Cookies and cream. Now that sounds like a date. I am still going to see you. It won't be as often as I would like, but I will make it happen. You think you're the only one addicted right now? But I am so hooked on you. Sleeping without you, your warm body next to mine, is not going to be fun tonight. And that's just a little bit. That's just some things that I've read, but there's much more. There is much more coming out. So, this Nicole, and this is my opinion, allegedly, that's what I'm going to say. I'm just going to discuss this, and but you know what? I really truly believe that this woman, Nicole, has known Chris for a long time. But Chris might have been slowly talking to her, or he might not even talk to her at all. But I just find that hard to believe. How long is this Nicole been working at that place, the same place he has? Well, she's sure been working there for over a year. And she worked in the office where Chris has to go from. I don't know if he has to go there every day, but he has to go there and report to the office. He has to go there probably every day because he has to get his paperwork. What's his job going to be? Where is he going? Clocking in, clocking out, lunch break, that kind of thing. So I don't know. I think, and this is my opinion, I don't know why anybody ain't going after her. They, you know what? They don't have the proof. They don't actually have proof to arrest her. They just think it's a mistress. And if they could get something on her, they will. But I guess they've been through her texts and spoke to her, and they're getting all this information from their computers and stuff of a heated love affair, kinky. They're getting all the pictures and whatever else they've got. Wedding rings and wedding dresses and making plans for a nice trip. Hotels, motels, Holiday Inn. This woman, Nicole, is a very dangerous woman. Will stop at nothing to get her man. And there's many women and men like that in this world. They're very dangerous. They play with your head, play mind games, sex games. Sex will always do it. If you're into all this and all into that, sexy, kinky shit in the bed, oh yeah, you're gonna love it. And apparently they must have been both good in bed. And they loved it, you know. But like I said, stay away from the married men. It'll do you no good in the end. Like Chris Watts said when he did that college course on cheaters, relationships. He said, always talk things out. Always. Talk it out, otherwise it'll come back to bite you in the ass. Never a true word spoken by him. 'Cause look where he is now. All for a piece of ass. Thank you guys. Now let's discuss this part of the information.